Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anjali. I'm 31 and I'm from California. So I apologize. I probably look a little bit obnoxious with this AirPod in my ear, especially because it's only on one side, not the other. But I don't have a mic yet, and my sound was getting a little bit distorted earlier. So I just wanted to try and mitigate that as much as possible. And I can't actually put the other AirPod in this ear because I do have a piercing in the way that's still healing. And so I don't want to aggravate or injure that unnecessarily. I mean, at all would be ideal, but I don't want to intentionally do something that would cause a problem. Anyway, rambling aside, so if you're new, I'm so excited to have you. If you're returning, I'm so excited to have you. I'm just really excited to have you, period. Um, and just to give a little bit of context about what this channel is about, essentially, this channel is a very public, strangely safe place for me to really be myself and speak my truth. So I am on a mission right now and potentially for the rest of my life. To really align with my truest self, to be my most authentic, most honest, present in the moment. Here I am. This is me. I'm not apologizing for who I am anymore. Self. And I think that that's something that a lot of us struggle with. Really, how many times have you realized that you are one person with one group of friends and another person with a totally different group of friends? Then you got a third group of friends that knows a different part of you. And then you also have your family and you have the person you're dating and you have your work life and whatever else. Maybe you're an entirely different version of yourself at the DMV. I have no idea. um, but I do know that I personally present different sides of myself depending on who I'm with, and that is never more apparent than when I try to bring groups of people together and realize that nothing really seems to gel because everyone's used to a different version of me. And that's weird. That's really strange. I don't want to keep doing that. Um, so this channel is really being used to force me to step into that more authentic voice. And force is kind of a strong word, but it's voluntary. Obviously, I'm here recording this, I'm here posting this, and no one's making me. It's very much my choice to do so. And I'm excited about it, right? Because as I said, or maybe I didn't say, I can't quite remember, but aligning with one version of myself, being unapologetic about it, saying, this is who I am, period. That's a really big goal of mine. I don't want to keep playing which version of me are we today, or for this conversation. Okay, so now that I have gotten that out of the way, I want to say how much I appreciate you guys being here. And who knows, maybe my journey can help to inspire you. Maybe you're already on your own authenticity journey, or maybe you have some tips and tricks for me for things that you've done or things that other people have done that have worked for them. Definitely open to this being a two-way communication. I am absolutely open to tips and tricks. Like aligning with my true voice is very important to me, especially as I get older and older and kind of figure out what it is that I actually want out of life. Um, some of the things that I want, some of the things that I love, some of the things that I'm interested in or feel invigorated by are things that other people don't necessarily support or feel comfortable with, which I'll get to in a moment. But there are definitely things that like I've been part of my true self and I've seen people get uncomfortable with it, or, I have a pretty big personality. I think you'll come to know that over time. And I've heard things at work such as, wow, are you sure you want to write that? That's a pretty big, like that personality is pretty big for that email. And it's like maybe I added an extra exclamation mark or said, it's lovely to meet you, which for me is a very genuine thing to say. Um, but comments like that sting, right? They tend to make you sort of dampen yourself and pull back and mute yourself. And that's something I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to pretend to be someone I'm not. I don't want to pretend that I care less than I do. And I also don't want to pretend that I care more than I do. Um, you know, there's both. There's a balance there. So, yeah. Um, okay. So, I guess today what I'll do is talk about something that I am interested in, that I love, that other people don't necessarily agree with, appreciate, believe in, feel comfortable with, what have you. It's something that I have been very honest with in the past and kind of realized that people have pulled back from me because it makes them uncomfortable or because they don't know what to say. And that always sucks. Let's just be honest about it. That sucks. Um, so I'm going to be honest about it here in the hopes that I can be honest about it all the time, and maybe that'll help me to attract more people into my life who are aligned or at least are okay with these things. So, what we're going to talk about today is tarot, not the root, the cards. I know that was dumb, but I actually thought it was really funny, and I'm definitely going to laugh when I edit this later, and I will laugh again when I eventually rewatch it. Um, so yeah, tarot, uh, tarot decks, cards, whatever you want to call them. These are something that I really love, I appreciate, I enjoy playing with them. I do take them seriously. I don't just think that they're toys and I don't like just throw them around or anything. This deck in particular, I'm holding on to because I just got it about a week ago and I love it. The visuals are stunning, the descriptions are amazing and heartfelt and so like true, right? They just, for some reason, this deck and I are completely aligned right now, and it just totally hits me right in my heart every time I get something. Um, One thing I want to say about tarot is that I don't believe that it's a be all end all. I don't believe that it's set in stone. I don't believe that, oh my God, the card said this, and so that means that this is going to happen. The way that I use tarot, and I think it's the way that most people use tarot, is that the cards that you receive in response to your query are cards that are vibrationally aligned with you in that moment. There is always room for change. Why? Because we change. We are human. We are not static. We are constantly making choices and decisions, and these things can take us higher up the vibrational scale or lower down. Free will, it's there. We exercise it constantly. Um, so, yeah, I really love tarot. I think it's fantastic. I just get a kick out of it. I play with my cards randomly, even if I don't have an actual question that I'm thinking of. And usually, when that happens and a bunch of cards pop out, I won't even look at them. I'll just kind of put them back in the deck and then clear the energy from it. But I just, I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's so great. Um, yeah, tarot cards just make me really happy. I think they're fantastic. To be fair, tarot the root also makes me kind of happy, but I do prefer it as poi with like sugar because poi by itself is kind of gross. Um, yeah, okay. So that's all for today, but thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.